Hi everyone, my name is Janelle and today's video will be reviewing the Liss Beauty Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer with hyaluronic acid, turmeric, and ashwagandha. Don't know if I said that right. It's vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. It does come with 0.179 fluid ounces or 5.3 mLs. I picked mine up in the shade LG3. So I will throw up the claims and everything, and it says it has squalene that deeply nourishes skin and helps restore moisture, watermelon extract rich in vitamin A, C, and B to help revitalize dull dehydrated skin. So yep, I don't know, we're just gonna have to see how it is. Let me give you a quick swatch. The packaging is A1. I just don't like that it's like triangular, so when I was trying to get a product shot, I really couldn't get a product shot of it, but that's like besides the point. The doe foot applicator is, I don't know if you're gonna see, kind of leans to one side, looks like a little, I don't know, like an iron, you know, like a clothes iron. I'll give you a swatch. I was going to pick up the lightest shade, but I went with this shade, which I think is gonna look well under my eye because I do have a warm yellow undertone. This thing is like really hard to get back in. And this has a 12-month shelf life if you guys are curious. So I do a lot of reviews here on my channel, so if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe because I do post a lot of videos like this on my channel. You don't want to miss out on that. I currently have 2 different foundations on my face, and let me know what you guys like better. I have nothing but cream products, have not set this, nothing under my under eye of course, but this side is the new NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, which I have a Get Ready With Me on. So let me come in a little closer so you can see my skin. So it's really blurring on the pores. It does reflect a lot of light. All this is kind of glow from my cream products, but like down here, forehead, I have a little bit of liquid bronzer on there, but looks smooth and nice. And then on this side we do have the Dior Forever Skin Glow, and I did apply I think a little bit less foundation just because I knew it wasn't going to fully cover up my pimples, so I didn't want to waste product. So I do have a lighter coverage on this side, but it's looking soft on the pores too, and very light reflecting as well. It is glowy, so let me know which side you guys prefer, NARS or Dior. I don't have a video on the Dior one, but if you guys would like that, I will totally do that. Let's get back to the concealer. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and apply some to both eyes. So this has a weird smell. Can you put my hand around it? My head around it? Hand around it? What the heck? Okay. So I applied that much to both sides. This side kind of feels wet and colder than this side. I don't know if I just applied more and I can feel it more on this side. I do have a damp beauty sponge. I'm just grabbing my mirror so I can blend this out, and we're going to see how it blends out and if it settles into any fine lines or anything like that, which that's what I have trouble with. I tried the new Benefit and that Get Ready With Me, trying the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and I didn't like the Benefit one because it kind of settled into a few fine lines. It was very minimal, but I don't know. So this one's kind of providing the same coverage and not settling as much into the lines. I'll come in close so you guys can see what I mean. So yeah, I might apply it more just because that's what I like in a concealer, just more coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this side, and I may add more to both sides just to get the intensity that I want. I like to get it really near the base of my lash line. So I'm gonna apply it really close to my lash line, like right here, because this is where I have the most darkness, like right here. and then I'll do that to the other side. It's a very thin formula. When I'm applying it, it's almost like translucent. So I applied it really close to my lash line. This one may be one that you will use with a brush to get more fuller coverage, but I'm going to gently tap it into place so I don't blend it out too much. I'm just kind of stamping it and see where we get with it. And it still looks like a thin, nice layer. Sorry, I just had like a little crease right there for my foundation not being set. Like, okay. So here is what this eye looks like with a little bit more concealer on my darkest area. What do you guys think of it? It's not my favorite. It looks very skin-like, does have a little bit of glow to it. It's not settling too badly into my fine lines, I don't think. But yeah, I'm going to see how it looks with concealer. So, I mean with powder. So let me go ahead and top out this side. This side looks like I didn't apply a lot of concealer, like very light and natural, very skin-like again. Didn't settle too bad into any fine lines. Let me know what you guys think, if this one looks good on the under eye or not, and how it looks compared to the Benefit one that I just tried out. So they're similar, but this one I think is a tad bit thinner in consistency because the other one's a little more creamy. This one is very thin, almost translucent in tone and everything. So it's not going to give you the most coverage. So I think this is the most coverage I'm going to get out of it. And it did cover my darkness that I said that was really close near my baseline, my lash line. So let's go ahead and start with a little powder. And then we'll apply the rest of my makeup, come back and see if the powder like makes it look more crusty or anything like that. So I'm going to go in with my Dior on one side. And then we'll do Charlotte Tilbury on the other side, just in case anybody uses loose powder versus pressed powder. And just see what we get. And I really like my Charlotte Tilbury on my under eye, and the Dior one I have been enjoying and getting more into. So we're going to try with the puff first, and then I'll go in with the brush to like really smooth everything out. So I'm just patting it, and I'll show you one side with powder, one side without. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my half of my face with this just because I didn't do so. Because I wanted to show you guys what I look with just all my cream products before we put the concealer on. So here is the under eye set with a little bit of Dior powder. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the brush with this now. So I'm just using this little tapered brush by Real Techniques, and I'm gonna look up and apply this on my under eye. Okay, here is what the under eye looks like set with the Dior powder versus no powder on my under eye. What do you guys think? Which one looks better? I think they both look nice. This one obviously is more luminous because it hasn't been set, and this one is just a tad bit more dry just because we have the powder. And my eye looks a little glittery. I'm wondering if this has glitter from one of my other brushes accidentally grazing it or something like that. So don't mind if you see any glitter on my under eye. I just went ahead and cleaned off my brush. Now we're going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder to see if this one makes a difference, because this one always makes every concealer look better. So I'm going to go ahead and press this on my under eye. And I I do think the Charlotte Tilbury one is slightly more smoothing and less dry, so I will probably set this one with Charlotte Tilbury moving forward. So here's what this under eye looks like set with the Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the one set with the Dior Forever Loose powder. So I do like this one a lot more. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with this powder, and we'll let the while I apply the rest of my powder products, we'll let the concealer set just to see if the powders kind of dehydrate the skin or anything like that, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. For bronzer, I'm just using my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo. Just going in with the like bronzer contour side. And this is in the Fair to Light, I think it is. Because I think these come in multiple, at least the full size come like in a few shades, maybe 2 or 3 shades. So I'm just going to lightly tap over my cream bronzer that I had. For blush, I'm first going to go in with the Dior Rosy Glow blush in 001 Pink. And I'm just going to lightly kind of concentrate this more in the front so I look rosy, and then whatever's left towards the back. And we're going to go in with the second blush, I think, too. And my eyes are Natasha Denona Mini Crush palette, and I just have the Daisy shade all over my line, my lid, with a little bit of Chanel de Volume mascara. So we look very pink and cute. Now going in with the Buxom Seychelles blush. It's more of a bronzy tone. I'm going to grab a little bit of this and apply it towards the backs of my cheek to give us more of a bronzy blush towards the back. This one kind of smells like coconut for some reason. I've never noticed that before. So there we are so far. I don't want to add any highlight because then it gets near the concealer and then like my opinion will probably change or something. So yeah, my skin looks kind of matte towards here since we did set with the powder. And I'm definitely loving the Charlotte Tilbury side a lot more. It's not settling any more than it was before. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my opinion on it. And I forgot if I told you guys the name. It's the Love Yourselfie, or did I say List Beauty? I don't remember. Yeah, this is the Love Yourself. Did I say selfie? Oh, it's late at night. The Love Yourself Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I do think maybe I could have went down a shade because my face all looks one tone right now. So yeah, that's something I will consider in the future, to go down one shade just so it can be a little bit brighter. But I mean, it's not dulling my eyes at all. It's a nice shade. The shade range online, everything looked very neutral, so I was scared that this was not going to work on my undertone. But I think the shade range does have a little bit for everyone. It's just the promo pictures look very neutral in my opinion. Everything looked a little gray toned. So hopefully everyone can find a match. It looked like there was fair, light, medium, tan, deep. It looked like there was a good shade range, but I'm not really sure how the undertones look. This one works fine on me. I would probably pick up a lighter shade in the future. Like I said, I really like the Charlotte Tilbury side. It looks a lot smoother. Very smooth. It's hardly emphasizing my little fine lines here. I mean, every concealer is going to kind of do that, but this one looks very skin-like and kind of better than other concealers. I don't really like the Dior side because it's just a little bit more drier. but the Charlotte Tilbury is always airbrushed. So yeah, I really like it. I think it did a good job. I did have to apply quite a bit. You know, I went in with a little bit here, a little bit there on both sides, and then really packed it on near where I needed it. I think someone with blue or purple like under eyes or very dark under eyes, I don't know if it will cover. I mean, it covered the little bit of dullness that I had under my eyes, but it's hardly anything compared to other people. So I don't know if you will have to go in with the color corrector first and then this, but for me it worked. So I think this will definitely work for maybe a teenager or young adult who doesn't really have darkness and just wants to brighten under there. I struggle a lot with fine lines, so I do think this one is good for mature skin. The fine lines are not going to be emphasized as much, but it is makeup. It is going to sink in those lines regardless, but this is less noticeable. And if you own this powder, these are a great duo. This isn't going to make you look any more dry, but it's going to set the concealer in place. It was radiant, so that is a claim I believe that I read on the box. So it is definitely very hydrating and all that jazz. So this powder is going to mattify it but not dull it. It's definitely still very bright. I have mine in the shade One Fair, so these two and these shades are a good match. So all in all, I will give this concealer a 9 out of 10. Like I had told you guys that I wasn't that impressed. That was not my favorite because I do have other concealers that I like more, but I think the more I use this, the more I will warm up to it and like it. So I'll keep testing this out and I'll let you guys know what I think about it in a future video, maybe a favorites or one of my shop my stashes when I recap, something like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think the shade match was great and the price point is really good. I think this was like $22 or something. I'll just insert the price here, but everything was nice about this concealer. I am happily like taken by surprise. So I enjoyed it and I'm glad I definitely picked this up. I will see you all on my next video. Take care, stay blessed, stay safe wherever you are. Bye.